Guys, welcome back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. Please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. So in today's video, we got some huge announcements, some alpha coming to the Drip community that I want to share with you guys. But before I do, I want to give you some history on why this is some hot alpha and how it will affect the Drip price and the Drip community as a whole. As you guys know on my channel, I've talked multiple times that the biggest utility in any crypto token or any market for that matter is the community. So what we have with the Drip community is the ability for this to sustain itself. And I want to go and prove that by going back. If you guys are not familiar, especially some of you that are new to DeFi, you may not even realize kind of how this community movement and retail investor strength kind of came into play. So if you're not familiar with the term, you've probably heard apes and Bored Ape Yacht Club and all this stuff about apes, especially in crypto. And that term originated from basically what traditional finance would call the retail money, as in being dumb money. And then in Reddit posts and stuff like that, they started trying to find other ways to refer to themselves. And the term ape basically was born instead of using retard and stuff like that. So what ended up happening, if you're not familiar, way about a year and some change ago, GameStop was basically was on a short squeeze from some hedge funds and basically in institutional capital. And what ended up happening is that a bunch of retail investors, like young millennials, Gen Zers, people aged like 20 to 40, caught wind of this via Reddit post and TikTok and Twitter and all this stuff, and ended up basically causing a $12 billion or $6 billion, but I think by the end it was $12 billion loss to hedge funds. So essentially what ended up happening, these hedge funds were shorting the GameStop stock and hoping to be able to buy it back lower. That's what a short is all about. And due to retail investors that were buying in large droves, buying and not selling, it caused the price to pump and therefore caused these institutional investors to lose a lot of money. Now, what really caught the eye is when AMC ended up being in the exact same place due to the COVID lockdowns. And once again, the apes joined in because one guy, I forgot the guy's name, Trey Trades, I think is his name. It was a YouTuber that saw this happening to AMC and pretty much jumped on the Reddit and his YouTube and kind of started this movement going. But long story short, they ended up allowing AMC to basically bounce back and, stick around. And then even the CEO got involved in the movement, speaking directly to the people. So the whole point of this was to give you some history on how the communities affect crypto and how literally it's changing. The narrative is shifting. Like, this is the traditional stock market that this was able to be manipulated and reversed, so to speak. And it really shed some light onto how there's some behind the scenes things going on that were keeping retail from playing fairly, so to speak. And that's what makes crypto so much better, because it's actually a level playing field. And even if traditional or institutional money gets in, it's more transparent. Like, you can see it on the blockchain. So what does all that have to do with Drip? Glad you asked. I already told you multiple times on my channel that, Drip has a very strong community. You guys see that on pretty much any post and seeing how we've grown over time. But I want to show you this latest message from Forex and tie it to a huge announcement that's coming up. So we have this announcement. It's the latest in regards to being out about a day or two ago. Basically, it says, with the upcoming launch of the Animal Farm version 2 and Scratchy, we are looking for a co-promotion with major influencers. Co-promotion with major influencers is key here. If you have verified social media account or a platform with 500,000 plus followers, reach out in the DMs on the official Twitter account, blah, 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 blah. And then he doubles down and says the launch date of Animal Farm will be coming at the end of this month. So he's actually sticking to that. He said that now multiple times in this month. But the whole point of this is who they're looking to, right? And what I just showed you is the power of community and how that was able to disrupt
the traditional financial stock market, right? So there was hedge funds that lost billions of dollars due to random people from all over the globe getting in and buying into AMC and GameStop. And this 500K followers is a key in regards to what Forex is pointing towards for the types of influencers he's looking for. When the ape movement came along, these were just Reddit posts, and some of these people had around 400,000 or whatever, but they blew up since then. But the point was they were influential and they were sharing how to read stock charts and how to read technical analysis and all this stuff, and that got people educated. The education came to the retail investor literally with people who were like Googling what is stocks and going to Reddit and asking all that. They didn't even know, but they got educated enough in the space to join the movement and make a change and actually disrupt the space. Now, another disruption is coming here to the drip community and by one of our very own OGs in the space. So if you're not familiar with DeFi Proof, you've probably heard multiple songs by him. Stunner Breezy's intro is by DeFi Proof. Thomas G's intro, Ray from Bartertown. He did one for Richard Hart. So, and he's been in this game for a long time. He bought REAP at like 40 cents. So he's known about drip and Animal Farm and Forex and all that stuff, and he's been in the space for quite a long time. Now, why am I bringing that up? Well, because he is announcing a project, and I'm okay with sharing it now because he already had a video about it. So you can check out this drip mega pump event, where basically he got together with some developers and other people in the community, and he's minting or creating these NFTs that will help pump the drip price. But before I go into detail on that, I want to actually share his promo video that's on here. So again, not giving any information that hasn't already been released. There will be some AMAs coming up next week. I know Crypto Kings and Ray, and he even reached out to me to do an AMA. So I just wanted to share this in this video so you guys would have some insight as to what's going on. But let's just take a listen to his promo video. And
all I did was get this rep, pair that BUSD into some drip. Owner of the farm, I got some pick. Got me.
So let's pause that there. 15 plus communities coming together as one. 50% of all mint funds will spot buy drip and airdrop it back to the communities. So he's reached out to multiple influencers, and we're going to break down some of them because it's shown in the light paper that he has. But he's basically reaching out to multiple influencers in drip and going to get them as part of their community to help promote this project. And the top 3 will get 50% of the minted funds airdrop to them in drip. So we'll go into the details of that number, but this is, again, using community to support a community-driven project.
Fucking reap at 40 cents. All I did was get this rep.
Additionally, 10% for community leaders who constantly help us on our journey to financial freedom. So there's another 10% that he's going to airdrop to other team leaders, so people that didn't win, or also people that have just been influential in helping to, I guess, keep eyes on drip throughout the project. We'll have more details once the AMA comes out, but just want to break these pieces down for you.
That BUSD into some drip. Owner of the farm, I got some pick. Got me fucking reap at 40 cents.
You guys don't recognize him. That's Thomas G. And then there's some zombies being minted. So he has some details on that, and I'll talk about that after this.
Watching the man take off while I'm planting my seeds. Yeah, I'm farming a dog, all if you know what I mean.
This is huge as well. Royalties will go directly to the reservoir to provide ongoing price support. So if you're not familiar with NFTs, the cool thing about NFTs is every time you resell it, or you resell it basically on the market, anyone that buys it, there's a royalty baked in. So if you're familiar with royalties in like music and stuff like that, whenever something is sold, there's a percentage of that goes back to the creator. In NFTs, it's already baked into the contract. So if you resell it for whatever you want, and there's 10% baked into the contract that says it goes to this wallet and does this thing, every time it's resold, that will be money going to the reservoir. So that is huge. It doesn't matter how successful this is. Anyone that resells it and whatever the price is will always continue to support the reservoir. So that automatically adds an incentive for people in the community to buy, and if they get tired of it, resell it or whatever if they don't like the utility, but it continues to raise the price floor in drip. This is a really, really smart.
then I made an LP. Makes me fund both tokens.
This is also some really cool utility. This will come out later, but basically you'll see that there are jackets that are part of the NFT. It's actual, a animated jacket or the picture of a jacket, and that will be actual real merch that they will send out. So whatever NFT you mint, that jacket you actually can get. So he'll give details on how that will be shipped and all how that'll work, but it's actually, you're buying an NFT that's actually clothing, so to speak.
That shit is the key. Watching no matter take off while I'm planting my seeds. Yeah, I'm farming the dog, all if you know what I mean. Paired on pancake swap, then I made an LP.
All right, so that's that video. Let's go to the light paper. Why is it still coming up? Jesus. All right, the light paper he shared with me, give you guys some more insight here. So he's gonna, like I said, gonna be doing an AMA to give you guys some more details upcoming this week. And I know he has the first one, I think, scheduled with Bartertown, and then why didn't this come up? Oh, it's on the other screen. Sorry, guys. One with Bartertown, then I believe with Crypto Kings on Wednesday, and then he asked me if I'd be willing to do one as well. So I want to schedule it. That'd be my first AMA. Going to do one. Not sure what day yet. Let's zoom in here. All right. So creating a massive drip buy and airdrop for the community. So the 1% NFT is a 10,000 NFT project designed to start a massive rally towards the upside for Drip token. 50% of all mints will spot buy Drip and airdrop to top 3 communities who mint the most. So as I mentioned, let's scroll down here real quick. It's easier to see. There's 15 communities he partnered with. So I recognize some of these: Crypto Kings, Wreck to Riches. That's where Thomas G is from. I don't know this one, but I've seen them. They have like 2,000 subs. There's Ray, Invisible Coin, Savage, and the new one, Ladies of the Faucet. So that's really dope. Automatically pulling in the women in the drip community. So there's about 7 or 8 down here. And then there's, 7 or 8 more. So I know Driptopian has his own NFT that he made for him on here. So what'll happen is that this NFT project will be released. So anybody can buy it. But there will also be specific NFTs for these communities. And we'll take a look at a picture of one so you guys can see what that looks like. There's our boy Driptopian. So people who mint and support Lee's team, basically, doesn't mean you have to have Lee's NFT. I think he might just airdrop these to the team leaders. But the point will be whatever NFT you mint, because remember with NFTs, if you're not familiar, it's random. You mint something and you get a random NFT. And what you'll end up doing is fill out a Google form that says, hey, I minted and I'm on this person's team. And they're going to track that. And then whoever has the most mints on their team, the top 3, will be eligible for this 50% airdrop. So there's 10,000 NFTs and they're minting at roughly, he said, between 0.3 to 0.4 BNB. So we're just going to use $100 as the simple math. So that's, what is that? 100,000? No, 1 million. It's $1 million if all of them minted out. And 500,000 of that would be turned into drip, and then it would be airdropped. So a percent will go to team 1, a percent to team 2, and a percent to team 3. So airdrop directly to the team leaders to airdrop out to their downline, basically. Here's the why. Why? With the Animal Farm, Scratchy Games, and lending looming in the near future, now would be the best time to unite as a community. 100% agree with that. Remember, I already showed you the announcement from Forex, and he's looking for people with, influence status. And this can be huge if all of a sudden the drip price jumps from right now $8 to $9, with 500,000, so maybe it goes up to 20 or 30. And then all these influencers are marketing as well. This will create a huge FOMO for sure. And this is being done right before the major launch or marketing. I believe DeFi said he wants to have this done by the end of this month is when the NFT would launch. And he's going to start all next week with his AMA campaign. So here's the how. Communities will compete to mint the most NFTs to try to win the top 3. 50% of the mint will go to spot buying drips. That's what I just told you guys. The price jump will cause a massive wave of buys. Just explain that as well. The top 3 communities that win the most mint will receive the drip airdrop. 10% of the mint will go to the community leaders as thank you for sticking with us on our way to financial freedom. So I think this 10% he mentioned in his video will go to other team leaders, in addition to maybe the ones that were down here that didn't win. So there's 15. He's got 7 here. So that means there's 8 other team leaders that he's reaching out to collaborate with on this, to do the AMAs and stuff like that. And royalties will go directly to buying drip and providing ongoing price support. So like I said, let's say you mint this NFT for $100, and then 2 months from now you decide to sell it for $50. Well, when you sell it for 50, depending on what royalties are baked in, most NFTs have like a 5 to 10% royalty. That means $5 to $10 will go, $2.50 to $5 will go towards the reservoir. That's hard baked into the NFT every time it's sold. That is awesome. So, and not to mention, so you may not be into this NFT. That's fine. There's no big deal. But the cool thing with NFTs is that other people can add utility on top of that. So something I'm talking to DeFi about is, you guys know me, Drip Coach now. I do online personal training. There's nothing stopping me from saying anyone with XYZ NFT, and I can look that on the blockchain, that has this NFT, I can now add real utility and say, hey, you get my online coaching for X number of months for free, just for participating in this project. So that is something I can do on my own. I'm just one team leader, one community channel. There are other people that can do other things as well. So this NFT project being a community-led project, that is huge, huge, huge. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for the details on that. Like I said, I'll be trying to do an AMA with him coming up. Here's some of the shirts or jackets. So this might be tied to oh man, I can't, making maxis, since he does a lot of the drip merch. He didn't mention that. I'm just speculating. So this could be something he partnered up with him to get done. And like I said, there's Kenny Ken. If you get this yellow XRP NFT, this is the actual jacket you would physically get as well. So don't know how that will work and when that will come out, but that's real utility, like a jacket. Who doesn't need a jacket, And then that becomes a marketing symbol if you're walking around and, people are like, yo, where'd you get that jacket? What is that about? Right? So this is huge. DeFi, shouts out to him. Of course, this is a project, got to do your own research. You got to look into DeFi's background and make your decision or whatever. I cannot tell you that to get in this, but I can say that seeing the people that are supporting it in the community, reached out to Ray and asked him about it, and he's supporting it as well. But this is completely on you as the individual. This is not a Forex created project, but definitely a drip OG in the system and providing some serious utility. And I think what he's doing is really innovative and smart. So I'm looking forward to doing the AMA, listen to some of the other ones, and finding out some more details on this and sharing this with you guys in the future. So hope this provided value and got you guys excited like I am, because this could be super huge. Doesn't matter if this mints out in full or partial or whatever, just to see, again, the community creating utility for a project they support. That's what this whole video was about. I showed it to you with AMC and GameStop and how they just got together, and this community continues to show how we can develop this. And the more that our community supports the project, the more eyeballs come onto it, the more people are like, yo, I want to be a part of this revolution as well. So shouts out to DeFi Proof for this. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled for where this is going for drip. This is going to be huge. I showed you guys again on the other video about this tidal wave in the macro. We're creating a mini tsunami within the drip community as well. So the future of drip is extremely bright. All right, guys. Continue participate in the No Sell August campaign. We're almost done with that. Get ready for my little event for the Scavenger Hunt coming up next month, and of course, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See you guys.